And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. And today, I am reviewing The Devil Wears Prada. This is an interesting movie for me to be watching because it's all about fashion and stuff. And that's not my cup of tea. I have a good taste in fashion, okay? Good taste. But not this kind of taste. Also, another 2006 movie. How many of these have I reviewed by now that have been from 2006? Feels like a million of them by now. I think I'm eventually going to make a essay video. Like, I think this would be a funny project to go over, like, all these kind of movies that were released in 2006, like the big hitters, the underrated ones, maybe some of them that didn't work, animated ones, all this sort of stuff. And kind of just analyze it, because so many movies released in 2006. This is another one. And, despite all that, I got a lot of thoughts on it, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? Yeah, the opening scene of this movie, oh boy. Suddenly I see I guess I wouldn't say good, but I would say interesting song choice for the opening montage of this movie. I think it fits the movie perfectly. I will just say that. But, yeah, it's not bad. And then, the montage itself. Let me just get out of the way, though, really quickly. The reason why I don't like this movie as much as other people might like it. I can respect the movie, though, for very well defining and kind of highlighting a very toxic work environment and like going through that like highly unethical work environment. Kind of just, I think a lot of people can relate to that. Like, you really want this job, but they treat you like shit, but you love the job anyway, so you stick around. You're getting paid terribly, the boss is an asshole, and all this, and the workers hate you because you're new, and all that sort of stuff, but you got to get the experience to try and make it big in the world, and all this sort of stuff, right? So there's all that. It's I just don't like looking at it throughout the whole entire fucking movie. Like, there's just so much of it. They just throw so much of it at you. And I have obviously, I did a whole video talking about me working at Kroger. I have been a part of some very highly unethical and shitty work environments. But this one, I think, even though I know it's for film, I know it's for entertainment and whatnot, it's kind of blowing it up maybe a little bit. It does seem like something that you would expect to see in this industry, the fashion industry, but also it's just feels like a very highly unethical work environment. And even back in like 2006, when this movie came out, I would expect this not to really last, especially not in today's world. It would last for sure. Plus, she gets no training. This girl gets zero training. She doesn't even know what to say for the phones. She doesn't know how to do anything. She's just literally thrown right into it, and that's just that. That's weird. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Woohoo! Awesome, great stuff. Overall, the plot line is pretty predictable. You kind of see the normal character arcs in a movie like this. The main character starts to, she starts to work her way into the group and goes away from her friends, and then and then there's a big controversy and stuff as everything comes together, and then boom, she's got to rethink her whole life. She makes a terrible decision, but then has a good character arc, goes around, and then fixes it, and that's what it is. And then things aren't how they were before, but she's in a better spot because of it. That's what it is. So yeah, I mean, it's predictable. It's done well, I guess. I mean, you've got Anne Hathaway as the lead character, you've got Meryl Streep in this movie, you've got the girl from Elf in this movie too. So a pretty good cast lineup. I mean, it's nothing crazy. They do a pretty good job for what they're given, though. I think Meryl Streep's character is especially really good. I think she conveys that really like entitled, shitty boss who has way too much power and way too much of an ego type of. I think she conveys that character very, very well. So I think that's done really, really well. But I mean, there's some choices that I think this character makes that really weren't necessarily best. I mean, like, I think anybody with an eye can see, like, it was her breakup with her boyfriend and kind of, like, going around with, like, fucking up her relationship with her friends. That felt very forced. Here's the thing. Even if you are in a job that you like, you've been waiting to get this job for a long time, but they pay you like shit, they treat you like shit, you get terrible hours, and they pretty much abuse you in this and use you as like their toy. And when chosen between somebody who we see as an audience establishes a good relationship with, and you have good friends and everything like this, you still choose the job. I don't understand who in their right mind would choose a job like this. You have to see the movie to really get the full picture here. I'm trying to convey it as best as I possibly can, but my God, are you stupid? She's a pretty big dick for doing that too. The boyfriend did not deserve that at all. At all. Going past that, mentioning Snoop Dogg in a fashion movie, that is wild. Especially for 2006, that's insane. I will also talk about the fact that the pacing is not that great. I think there were spots where the pacing really dragged on, where it was just like it took a really long time for the people in her job to really accept her. Like, I felt like that dragged on for a really, really long time. But once they did accept her and, like, she started rising up the ranks and start transitioning from loving her friends and her boyfriend to choosing the job over them, that does not take very long. That goes really, really fast. I think there's some key points there that we miss that I think could have been really jumped on. And then the end of the movie is once again a drag, and it just doesn't make much sense that they kind of go really slow, really fast, and then really slow again. I don't know. I mean, it's just like you could have spaced it out a little bit better. The movie is pretty long. I think it feels longer than it is, but it's still pretty long in my opinion, especially for what it is. But still, I mean, with all that said, I don't know. I can't say I hated the movie. It's not my type of movie, but I didn't hate watching it. It's just not great. It's just not. I wouldn't call it a chick flick, but it's borderline chick flick. And I am not a chick flick guy. I'm not a chick. I'm Kirby. I like to eat pizza and not wear shitty foam dresses and get abused by my boss kind of thing. So, but anyways, for my final score for The Devil Wears Prada, also they never say that line in the movie, which I think is a huge missed opportunity. However, with that being said, still my final score for this movie is going to be a solid 5 out of 10. Again, another middle of the road movie. I'm sure some other people will have better opinions of it than me. Some other people hate it more than I do. But for me, it's just kind of that middle of the road movie. I'm not going to watch it again. It wasn't a terrible watch, but I'm probably never going to watch it again. So that's going to do it, though, for this movie. If you've ever seen The Devil Wears Prada, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.